Oh wait, we can actually afford our first utilities.
Oh,
What are
no, you're
curiosities?
completely correct. It did reset.
It's a weird way to track the
Come
amount
see
of
my
things you're
wares.
earning.
Yeah, that makes some sense.
Oh, do you know why it's like that? It's because as soon as you clear an area, you like stockpile that. But if we died in the middle of that area, we
We'd
would have
lose it
dropped
all. That
everything.
makes perfect sense. Okay, have you picked one yet? Because I
Hey, you
figure we can
there.
coordinate.
There's very poor explanation of what they do.
I think it's kind of a blind pick, and then once you know what they are, it's always going to be in the same place. Ah,
Oh, wait, so
artifacts.
is survival not the
Come
same
see
thing
my
every time
wares.
that stacks? Like there are separate,
My bet is
totally.
the top right survival is always going to be the same thing, but you don't know what it is until you pick it.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, let's pick different things.
Yeah. So I'm going to go for the top right survival and just see what curio I get.
I'm gonna go
Uh,
bottom left performance. Well, yeah,
Sharp
what was yours?
tears.
okay, paper bag. Health regenerates slowly if only one chunk of health is missing.
Oh man, so if you can get
That's
yourself back up to like that 9/10 area, you're golden.
yeah. Not really that helpful for me though. I'll equip it, but
I did bottom
Hey,
left
you
performance,
there.
fresh mint. Oh wait, fresh mint Manfred coin. Every stack of gold you pick up has a 30% chance to be worth double.
nice. I think actually the positions are different because I don't have a bottom left performance.
Oh yeah, when you said top right survival, I thought you meant
Come see my
just the
wares.
most top right one.
No.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, yeah, our stuff is totally different then.
Oh. And so apparently when you die, you lose one of those health chunks. Quote unquote permanently unless you get a healing salve.
What? That sounds
Yeah.
Hey,
super
you there.
punishing.
I mean, I think as a roguelike, you're just supposed to die a bunch. We're just doing really well.
Oh, like you would respawn at the outhouse with less max health.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I thought if you
Yeah.
started a
Not
new
permanently overall. Oh god, that'd be
yeah.
awful.
Come see my wares.
I've never played a roguelike with that aggressive of a death penalty, and that would be miserable.
Yeah, that's too much. Definitely too much. I'm gonna do the healing salve and just try and get myself to a better place health wise. Oh, it's a full
Sharp
heal.
tears.
Wow.
Awesome. I'm set.
Nice.
I wish I had your thing that you like re-heal if you stay at 9/10.
Hey. Wow.
Are we earning perks at the same rate? Like, do we have
Yeah,
shared
yeah.
experience?
If you notice it at the top, it says team experience, so we don't have to worry
Right.
about getting out of sync. It's gonna hide here while I pick.
Yeah, this seems like a good place to stop. Until explosive guys run around the corner and explode all over, as
Yep.
they're known to do. Oh, 2 charges of Whirling Blade? Yes, I'm just gonna
Nice.
fly all over the place. You purposely left behind the frag bomb?
Yeah,
Alright, I'll
I've already
play
got
around with
grenades.
that. Okay, that's really satisfying. Huge cooldown. It takes like 45 seconds.
Ooh.
Bandage here.
Hey, bandage over here if you want it.
Yeah, I'm actually not carrying any right now, so that would be perfect. Oh, those little soup grenades are yours. I mean,
Yep.
now I know they're soup grenades. At first, they just looked harmful.
Well, they're harmful, just not to you.
Yes. I have soup immunity.
I'm not used to, well, not only immunity, you just benefit from it.
It's true.
I'm not used to orange being the friendly color. You know, usually it's blue or green. Orange is different for me.
Good
I mean, it
point.
makes sense from a soup perspective, but
Right, yeah. I also guess it's probably because purple and orange are opposites on the color wheel, so they like contrast highly.
yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
I feel like something I'm like vaguely aware of from movie posters, but now that you're talking about like the benefits and things, I'm totally thinking back to Rasputin's video from a couple months ago about like how purple is used in video games. I'm not sure if you've seen that one, but it's
No,
it's a
I
very
don't think
good
I've
analysis.
actually heard of them before. I keep my head down maybe a little bit too much. It wasn't until recently that I even looked at other creators. So like I found you, I think months ago when you did I think it was Garden Story, because I was looking for like statue out of the shroud. What's this do? Ah, invincibility for a short period of time.
You have level 3 of your gyroscope? That's awesome.
Yep, I found several of them. So just
Okay.
yeah.
That's funny that Garden Story was the one you found, because I think that has like 100 views.
Yeah, I was just looking for gyroscope level 4.
That's awesome.
I was just looking for artwork to use for the thumbnail, and your thumbnail was right up in there. I was like, oh, this guy does random indie games, because I will follow other creators to see what they play, just in case I miss like a demo, because PR companies are weirdly bad about reaching out sometimes, and so I find, you know, just following a bunch of other YouTubers is like, hey, Two Left Thumbs just covered Garden Story. I haven't seen Garden Story. Is it good? Yep. All right, I should play that myself.
I've absolutely taken advantage of that. And also, I feel you very strongly on PR companies not really... I guess they have certain things in mind, like, oh, what would help this blogger cover the game more effectively, but rarely YouTubers. So, like,
Yeah.
just give me a PNG of your logo and, like, one piece of key art, please. That's all I want.
Yeah, I've resorted to begging developers to give me a logo. It's kind of embarrassing. On the plus side, I do feel like the further I get, the more clout I end up with. And so more developers are just like, do you got advice for us? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, set up a press kit.
Yep. Yeah, so I've got
That's like...
a number of
I think we
developers
ended
that
up
I've
in
had
very
that
different
conversation with.
spots, and we're trying to find explosives.
Oh, hi. Yeah. I keep
Wow,
ending up with bees, I'm sorry.
We're
There
really,
are-
really cashing in on these glyphs and gold and everything now. I guess because we're deeper into the game.
Yeah,
it's
the harder...
paying that out more readily. Which makes a lot of sense for this sort of meta progression thing. Like, you should be rewarded for making it deep into the game rather than, like, farming the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swap to the invincibility thing just because I know that there's 2 ready to be picked up.
Ah. I just like my cooldown reduction thing.
Oh yeah,
that
does
means-
it just mean when it's tier 4, can you use it more often, or does it have like multiple charges?
Oh, you will like this one. Okay, so it just resets the cooldowns on all of my abilities, which actually isn't really that helpful because the cooldowns are already pretty short. Because I got a perk that reduces cooldowns by 1/3.
Oh wow.
It also gives me a short period of cooldown reduction. Oh, we're looking for the bomb to blow this up.
I totally lost where the other invincibility thing is. Oh, I found the bomb. There's a cart full of explosives.
Oh.
I
And
guess we'll need to protect that, or else we're blowing ourselves sky high.
I think it just doesn't go anywhere. I think it doesn't have a health bar. No. Push me, cart.
Taking a very extra long route. We're not
Where is
guiding
it going?
in any way, are
Who
we?
is in charge of this thing?
There was like a straight line. There's no need
Yeah.
to try and deke anyone out here.
Well,
I'm actively carrying a frag bomb. Can I just throw
Yeah,
that?
can I
at the
throw that
door
instead? I saw something to the extent of, like, the horde is coming, but I'm not seeing it. Anyway, so the gyroscope has a shorter cooldown than normal because it's tier 3, and the tier 4 perk is it affects everybody. So if you ever need a cooldown refresh, let me know. 'Cause mine are actually pretty
awesome.
short.
That's really cool that it starts, like it reaches a point where it becomes a team benefit. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that the cooldown reducing item eventually reduces its own cooldown when you upgrade it. That's just
Yeah,
kind of
that's
funny.
actually... It's very smart. I almost wish I got to choose just, like, my own perks. Because... I just
you
like
could
that
kind
element
of
of...
upgrade that thing independently.
Yeah, or, you know, you just get, like, 2 or 3 options every time you upgrade an artifact. It's like, do I want this cooldown thing to reduce my cooldowns for, like, double ability? I don't know. I'm sure there's more.
No, I think that's a good bit of feedback, because that's the way the rest of your, like, skill progression works in this game, and that would really,
It just feels
I don't know,
so
encourage you to play around with things a lot and try new artifacts.
good. Yeah. Well, might also just convince you to stick with the same artifacts for longer because there's more to... I don't know.
Maybe. That was one thing with Diablo 3, right? Is that they kind of did a more simplified... What is going on?
I don't know, but I took a lot of... Oh, there was a boss in there, and he hurt.
Yeah, I just showed up and you were at like a quarter health, but things were also dead, so I kind of missed everything.
Yeah. It was a weird time.
I got a chicken down here somewhere, but I think it got away from me. And now your guy's running in place. Okay, he's good. He's good.
Okay. Netcode is always one of the things I'm most worried about when it comes to the games, because there's nothing I can do about netcode. I mean, maybe there is. Currently not.
Ooh, I finally have a stacked item.
Whoa!
I have a tier 2 frag bomb that has half cooldown. And that was its
Nice.
biggest issue, was slow cooldown.
And it's a big AoE, too.
Yeah, it's very satisfying. Oh, with Diablo 3, they did like this same simplified skill thing, and I get it, because it's really accessible and kind of fun to just quickly mess around with your skills and try new things, and that is fun, and it made it fun to play through every character, but then as soon as you reach the like max level, it was like, oh, there's nothing left to do. Because there's not the freedom to create a build.
I think the point of the build was actually the... What are they called? The set bonuses from, like, the really endgame pieces of equipment. I think that was...
Yeah, good point. They did kind of make that the build system instead.
Still would prefer
But that's
more
funny, because it's like they took the Diablo 3 system that's fun to experiment with, but doesn't feel very good late game, and turned it into a roguelike. And so that's a really smart idea, because if the end game's not the fun part, then take out the end game.
I keep
What was
picking up
the Tome of Improvement there?
I keep trying to kind of admit to this. I keep picking them up, not because I mean to, but just because it happens.
Okay.
Tome of Improvement gives small perks, so more damage, more attack speed. I've mostly just been pumping all my points into ability damage.
Nice.
But I think I've picked up too many of them. I'm gonna try and stay away, but you pick them up immediately, and I don't think there's an option for me to say, like, hey, I'm being greedy. Don't give this to me.
It's a little bit interesting the way that most things have been made shared in this game, that one is, hey, only one person's going to get this benefit.
Yeah.
I would recommend, if, I don't know, they're at 1.0 release, but a bit of feedback is that it would be really cool if that did apply to both of us. But, you know, you would probably have to scale up the difficulty of the game a little bit to compensate that.
Or if there was just an option of, hey, I've picked up too many of these, please give it to the other guy. Or even just give this item to the other guy.
Just like the elixir or whatever, you just, like, don't need to pick it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, if it was just a simple consumable item instead.
That seems like it would make more sense. I'm a little scared. There's a bunch of glowing gold boxes with one of the explosive guys in the middle of it, and I don't want to cause some big catastrophic... Oh, you're smashing the things I'm talking about.
I figure I'm full health. Fake full health, but got it. We're supposed to repair the gate.
Okay, so maybe that was just getting those things out of the way was the only reason they were glowing?
Yeah, well, That's where the cogwheels are hiding.
Gotcha. It's you can't like defend yourself, right? I'm trying to like protect
Correct.
you as best as I could. At least.
There we go. That's fine.
I found it.
Even well... Oh, there's the other one. Even
Wait,
well...
you found it? I thought I was finding it. There's a bunch of glowing crates over here again now.
Nope.
Ah, well,
There we
I'm
go.
glad
Got
I
it.
could contribute.
It's fine. A just pure random chance that I found it there. But yeah, because I've got the so much temp HP, I'm not too worried when I'm just kind of wandering around with stuff, as long as I don't have to walk around too long. The mushrooms that my character just eats, they just spawn randomly, so I can walk over those and just get a lot of max HP back.
And the stuff you get from the mushrooms is actual HP, not the temporary stuff?
No, it's temp HP, but
Okay.
I mean, it might as well be temp or actual HP, considering how much I've stacked.
Yeah, your thing is just fully filled at all times.
Yep.
You seem to immediately like to understand the concept of temp HP. I don't think I've played a game that has that, so it was super a weird thing to get used to.
I'm trying to think of which game has temp HP in this exact manner. The problem is, because I play so many games, everything is too familiar, and so it's very rare that I'm thrown off by a mechanic. Unless it's very poorly described. Or if it's like a mobile game mechanic. Anything from mobile games that's like strictly a mobile game thing is a problem. So I was playing Genshin Impact, which very much is just like a mobile gacha kind of game. And I'm sitting there just trying to understand how do gachas work, because, yeah, PCs don't have that kind of thing at all. And so I'm just sitting there like an old man being like, what does this do? How does this work? I don't like this. I still don't like it, but at least I understand now.
Yeah, I try to be less critical of mobile games because I just don't understand them. It's like, maybe this is fantastic and people who love this thing would love this, and
I think we
just
need to
don't
bail.
have that. Yeah. It's funny that you're because again, this is making me think of that Rasputin. If I would recommend one guy who talks about video games, he'd probably be the one. Because I found him through his series, Gaming for a Non-Gamer, where
we
he
got
just
a bail,
got
by
his
the way.
wife
Like,
to
I'm
play
dying.
games.
I got wrecked.
Oh, I'm dying too. Oh god.
Yeah.
I grabbed a bandage. I think I'm alive. These poison guys are terrible. Are you still actually alive? I have only temporary health left.
I only have temp HP. I'm gonna just just hang out here.
I gotta catch up to you and just come chug delicious soup because I'm not gonna make it.
Well, I got an outhouse for you when you get here.
Did they light up or anything to like signal that you have made? How did you end up so far ahead? What was I doing with my time?
Yeah, it's these guys. While you were fighting, I'm just gonna kind of hang out here and hope you catch up.
I might have been fighting through some sort of infinite respawn. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. We have to reach the monastery.
So are we just trying to fly through, skip things as much as we can?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to fight.
I'm like earning perks and things, and I have no time to think through any
Here we
of
go.
that.
We got it.
Oh,
Got
come
it.
on.
Woo.
Holy crap, we cleared the area?
There was not a whole lot of preamble to, oh shit, run.
Yeah, that felt like maybe a tiny bit of a cheat, because I only had temp health.
Yeah, me too. I was shocked. There is no green on my bar left.
Oh,
I think I
gold
only
rush.
lived because I leveled. Oh my god.
That's amazing. Well, here's where the campfire can actually do something for us.
Actually save our butts. Awesome. I'm just going to keep buying survival perks and we'll see which ones are good. Oh, bleed out speed is decreased by 50%. Not really that good, but I'll take it.
Come see my wares.
What perk do I have?
Oh yeah, but I would recommend watching Gaming for a Non-Gamer. He just gets his wife to play games, and
Oh,
he just kind
okay.
of
I've
pays
heard of
attention
that
to, like,
series.
yeah, it's really interesting to like witness someone not have that inherent
Hey,
gaming
you
knowledge to
there.
pull from.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I guess I should unlock a survival thing because I keep almost dying. I found a fireproof jacket. I'm
Come
now
see my
immune to
wares.
burning effects.
Nice.
That seems pretty powerful.
What I want is
I
the
think.
poison one. Poison immunity would be lovely. Let's see.
I
don't know if you
think
want
it's
the-
the poison that ruined us. Yeah.
Yeah, with that last one. Oh, shoot.
Hey, you there.
Did you buy a healing
Oh.
salve, or did I take the last one?
That was it. Yeah, I didn't realize there was a
Right.
stock at the store.
It's okay. It's all yours.
Well, I can buy some elixirs as well.
Nah. Take the healing salve. I've got more money than I know what to do with. And as far as I can tell, most of these
see
are
my
completely
wares.
pointless.
Yeah, it's a weird thing where, like, I guess if you were desperate, you could buy some bandages, but like you might as well focus on the things that are going to get you
Yeah. There's
permanent
bandages
health.
on the ground, by the way, if you want them. Because I have zero use for bandages 90% of the time.
Hey, you there.
Okay, and I was able to buy 3rd level frag bomb, so that's really awesome too. Which now it's low cooldown and it's very strong. The poison's horrible. What the heck?
It's
I wasn't
so
even
bad,
in
it
the battle
hurts.
yet.
Yeah.
If there ever is a poison immunity, it's
Yeah,
gonna be by far the most important thing.
Gonna stack that. Because it's so easy to just get stuck in the middle of a group of enemies with poison and just not being able to do anything about it.
The funny thing is, having just replayed Diablo 1, that's absolutely a Diablo thing. Is poison is like by far the most devastating thing. So I kind of wonder if, you know, these developers probably grew up.
They're
with
trying to
that.
be traditional with it.
Maybe, yeah. And in some small way, I enjoy that. I don't enjoy dying super rapidly, but can at least try to understand what they were going for.
Yep.
This is a really cool room. I wish that something was happening in it.
Yeah, if we had gone in there and just a bunch of enemies popped out, we had to fight them off, or like a lich pops out of the crypt.
Oh, see, that just sounds amazing.
Bandit,
Just
chill.
describing it sounds super cool. I wish this game had a little bit more of that going on, like slightly more event-based rather than just insane amounts of enemies.
Yeah. Did you play a whole lot of Minecraft Dungeons, or nah?
I never got around to it. No, I was kind of like, I'm going to be there day one, and then I missed my chance and was like, well, everyone's already played it to death, and I'll be the last guy, so I skipped it.
Understandable. They just did the event-based kind of gameplay rather well, from what I had experienced.
Oh, okay. I do just love ARPGs, and so like regardless if it's Minecraft or any other
Ooh.
IP, I want to play it because I do want to know like what new cool things people have thought up. I think it's time for an ultimate, maybe.
Yeah, that's where I was at. There's too many of these poison guys. They're mean.
Yeah, the ability to just blindly smash your way through is kind of fading. What is going
Yep.
on? I just got stunned like 6 times in a row. There was like a flash on the screen. Things went blurry, and I couldn't get away.
There's another frag bomb. If you don't...
Oh, yeah, I think I'm at max frag bomb.
Hey!
More fragments, higher range. Oh, sounds good to me. Thanks for keeping an eye out.
Yep.
Now I have no idea what enemy it was that was really messing me up there.
I think it's the shield guys? Oops.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
be. Oh, cool. Now, like, we kind of had that corner area that looked crypt-like, but I didn't even realize we have wandered fully into, like, a crypt-like area now.
Yep.
Oh, getting a little chicken on the side. Look at you go.
Oh, I gotta get 50 of them, though. That's gonna take a while.
That's a long ways away.
I think we picked up 4. So, 10 runs for a skin? That's not... If there's only, like, 1 skin per character that's even available.
Which it might be. It might be as simple as that, eh?
Yeah. Just, there's the one thing to keep you going. Let's see, there's an elixir there if you want to pick it up and probably use it.
Yeah, I'll hold the bandage as, like, a safety and use the elixir.
Yeah. Because for me, I can't get more temp HP than my max HP. Oh, they're coming here, buddy. Oh, no, clear foes in the area. I keep suspecting them of, I keep expecting another one of those, like, just run to the finish, and I'm like, I'm ready to go now.
Like, was that the intended way of beating that level? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's what
really?
the objective said. Yeah?
Oh man, I totally misunderstood. That's why I was just sitting there trying to fight everything in the first portion of it.
The other thing I noticed is there is a maximum level per zone, so even sitting there farming was not actually productive.
That's interesting.
biggie.
I mean, yeah, that makes total sense. So you can't just try and cruise, like, camp out in level 1 and then cruise through the rest.
Yeah.
It's a good way to stop people from exploiting anything to farm chickens or glyphs or anything.
Yeah.
The idea of farming chickens, just, I said it without thinking about that.
Wrong game for that.
I'm never leaving the village. I'm just going to stay behind, carve out a nice quiet piece of land, maybe find myself a nice partner to settle down with, and I'm just going to farm chickens.
Starburg. Nah, doesn't quite work. I'd play that, though. Kind of like a weird version of Bloodborne, where your character is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna set up a farm in the middle of, you know, this super doomed town. What could go wrong?
I guess that's a little bit what Atomic Crops was going for.
Yeah? No, that's a good point.
I didn't play a ton of that game. It was pretty fun, but it takes a particular person, I think, because the mechanics layered in a way that, like, I felt out of my depth very quickly.
You know, it's a combination of 2 genres that I'm very well versed in, and I was still lost the entire time.
Right. It might have been lesser than the sum of its parts, even though it was still a fun game.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem I ran into with Atomic Crops is purely just, oh boy.
I think I'm gonna go ultimate here. There we go.
There we go.
It's fun. It just popped up with like 5 achievements of like, you killed this enemy, and like I didn't even have a chance to understand anything that just happened. It was just a lot of destruction really suddenly.
Yeah, you must have just aced the boss in one shot.
My ultimate is Exorcism, and I just shoot a direct beam that just does continuous damage the entire time the beam's touching. It's very strong. I bounce when I use my hopping move with that perk.
Nice.
It automatically bounces twice. And now I have multiple charges of like most of my skills, and so I feel like I could really just start chaining together skills.
Yep, that's why I went for the cooldown reduction. I figured this way there's not a whole lot of points where I'm not going to be able to just hit a skill and keep going.
That's totally, I think, a good strategy, because if you can just chain together using 10 spells in a row, you're gonna beat most things. Like, there's a temptation for me to grab the gyroscope, but I'm gonna play around with other things still.
Okay. Feel free to if you want to, because I am capped out, so there's no...
Right.
There's no
There's
stepping
not
on
that
toes.
many different ones, but I guess there couldn't be that much variety without making it set you would too rarely find repeats to stack.
Or we have to unlock them with subsequent runs.
Oh, that'd be really cool. I'd be up for that. I do love that. When the more you play a game, the more mechanics and content
Yeah, the more
start being
toys you
added.
get. Okay, so we got a light 3.
Yeah, same thing we should be used to.
Yeah, I think it's
As long as I
actually
can
the exact
find
same
the access.
layout.
Oh, my double jump thing is my new favorite skill. It was easily the least fun to use, and now it's the best.
Okay, did you get that bonfire? Yes,
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, with just a nice shared mind there. We just kind of independently did what needed to be done.
Yep.
Oh, I totally have not. I meant to bring it up when I asked about your character's mana earlier, and then
Yeah.
I just never mentioned it. I don't have mana, but I have fervor. Do you have anything like that?
Nope, just cooldowns. I guess what I do have is the more mushrooms I collect, the faster my soup thing charges.
Okay, so it seems like a similar general play on that, because
Yeah.
mine's like the barbarian's rage. The more things you kill, the stronger you get, and then it cools back down when you're out of combat. And yeah,
Yeah, I don't have that.
well, it's a
I'd have to
good
play your
indication
character.
of like character variety.
Ah, here it is. Ocean and a bandage for you if you want them.
Oh, really? That's funny because I just really haven't been
Taking a whole lot of
struggling
damage.
with health in a while.
Yeah, now that we know what to be wary of with the poison dudes.
Yeah, that definitely was the the biggest knockback.
Yeah, because them getting added made everything spooky.
Yeah, the next step after that, I'm sure, would have been that boss. Like, I think this game could maybe have the tiniest bit more put into the boss battles, because right now you don't even notice them till they're already dead.
Yeah, some amount of that might just be us doing really well.
I would love to give us the credit, absolutely.
Beware of the execution is...
I will say when I played this, I played it for
Oh,
5 minutes.
I'm
alone,
getting
just
wrecked
to-
by a dude.
Oh, okay, I'm
Executioner's
coming. Try to help. Try to stun him. Okay. Holy crap! Yeah, you're pretty well
Yeah.
toast.
It's okay.
Next,
I'm fine.
next elixir might need to be for you. Oh, you have one already.
Yeah, I do have one. The thing is, I'm not sure how much I need them, because the temp health, temp health is just regular HP for me. So,
Right.
I guess I could quaff it.
Yeah, I think you're on temp health. Oh, you have a sliver. You have a sliver of your green
Yeah,
left.
I got a little bit of max HP, but I don't know if I care.
Especially when you know, like, we're probably nearing the end of the area, then you can rest at the campfire. You can probably
Yeah,
flirt
puts
with
me-
that.
Yeah. I think I'll be okay.
Especially considering we have reached max level for this area, so that
Yeah.
is probably a good indication that we're near the end. Oh man, it's 75 of those glyphs, so maybe I would like to save up for a fancy one next.
Yeah. Especially because we can equip one of the fancy ones without having to unlock them.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's probably worthwhile to max out your like loadout before you worry about unlocking additional slots.
Yeah. Hey. Oh wait, no, you put away the statuettes in favor of the grenade.
Yeah. At this point, we've found like 5 of them. I easily could have
Yep.
maxed it, but
Hey, I got enough. And we're done.
what happened what did it ask of you? You said you had enough.
Oh, I have enough of the purple stuff. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
This
For
might
a-
actually
for a
be the
fancy?
end. Yeah, for a fancy. Just enough.
Oh, yeah, okay, 100. I forgot that it would roll over to what we had last time. Well, I've gone 1 survival and 1 performance, so I guess I'll do a fancy utility.
Come
I've just been picking up survival in case I want to play another character. The problem is they don't seem that great. Like this one is quickly regenerates HP if only up to 100 HP is missing, which I don't know how much 100 HP is, but that seems like a just better version of the previous.
That seems really... I have no concept. Yeah, good point.
Let's see.
I didn't realize these loadouts would carry between characters. I guess that would make sense. That would require a lot of playing of this game otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the meta progression.
What? Okay, my fancy thing I think is far more interesting. The Thieves Guild Secret Signet Ring grants you the opportunity to open a mysterious chest from the Thieves Guild somewhere in the section.
Oh, so we just have a random
area,
fancy chest hanging out there.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I have like an extra thing to do, which is cool. I'm guessing you're just ditching the elixir.
Yeah, I picked up a doctor's bag. I have more money than I know what to do with, so I just bought the doctor's satchel, and I'm probably not going to use it.
Wait, does it increase your maximum health?
Hey,
Or does it just
No.
heal your permanent health?
Yeah, I think it just heals you. Permanent health is the green bar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's not that exciting.
Yeah, if it gave you extra, oh, that'd be super good.
There's some marginally interesting sounding items, but nothing that, like, yeah, I don't really...
The Banner of Valor seems neat, but I think that's a use item, and we're already kind of stocked up there. This looks like a boss fight immediately.
Oh, okay. I would be interested if there was a way to convert my money.
Yeah.
Manfred
Oh, yeah.
von Darksburg.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the Baron.
Here I am saying that the boss battles didn't seem that exciting. Maybe we just hadn't fought a legit boss yet. Everything was just a warm-up. Oh wait, like my cooldown on the bell is such that I can use it as soon as it runs out, so I might as well keep using the bell.
Yep. We are ruining this guy?
Yeah, I was keeping my distance until I realized it didn't matter at all.
Unless there's a second phase. There could be.
I whirly bladed myself completely out of the battle and missed it entirely. Nope, that was it.
I don't see any treasure chests.
Oh, so 9 might be the cap of experience. Yeah. Or levels, yeah.
Yep.
I would
like
be
we're good.
curious if my whole Thieves Guild thing still counts for the boss area. I would kind of guess no.
That's why I did the quick scoot through. I've already checked this area, so we can probably just piece.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to apply to this area.
And did you get the chance to play Torchlight 3 at all, or nah? Seeing as you're a Diablo fan.
I got sent like the Frontiers beta, and I was like, man, I'm so excited. Torchlight 2 was so fun. And then I couldn't find anyone to play with, and I was like, I'll get around to it. And then suddenly it became Torchlight 3, and then it just kind of was a very, like, I don't know, just kind of a thud of a release. Like it
was
like
an absolute thud. I played it on like the first day that it came out, and I was just, it barely worked, and it wasn't very fun. And I feel like this is kind of what they wanted it to be. Well, not really, but this feels better.
Okay, that gives me a reference point.
Yeah, I think the idea for Torchlight is there. The execution was was definitely the weak part of it. But just playing this is like, oh yeah, this reminds me of if Torchlight 3 was actually fun. And maybe Torchlight 3 is better now that they fixed the netcode and some other things. But I'm digging the idea of a Diablo-like that's meant to be played over the course of an hour, as opposed to just like churn through 12 hours of... I mean, honestly, it's the same thing one way or another. It's just the question of, is it handled as a roguelike or is it handled some other way?